Welcome everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about Parshas Korach, but also some other concepts related to this idea we would probably classify as words of Musar, somewhat of rebuke and ethical teachings. So, yesterday, I live in a small town, and we just lost our Rav. People know what we're going through in our community, and we're trying to rebuild our Bais Medrash, which for the most part we try to have open all year. We have availability to open up for minyan if people want during the year, particularly Shabbos. We'd like to have minyan all year Shabbos. July and August is when we have daily minyanim, and we May, June, a little bit September, we try to have for Shabbos and Yom Tov as much as possible, and whatever else we can do. And we got a phone call yesterday, and it was really like almost a series of phone calls concerning there was a family considering two places they could go for Shabbos. Rent an Airbnb. They could either come to our community, or they could go to another community where minyan is very well settled and they know there's going to be minyan. And I told them the truth. I said, Friday night we have minyan without them, and they're coming with two men. Shabbos day we have 8 without them, so they would be 10. That would be the minyan. And then Shabbos afternoon mincha, we could probably find somebody to come to make the minyan. And it was the wife, the mother, and she said, her son is so makbid to daven with a minyan that he doesn't want to take the risk of not being able to daven mincha Shabbos afternoon with a minyan, which probably we would be able to work out anyway. And certainly would make it much easier if we knew we had minyan. We have 10 for the morning, and now we're still scrambling, trying to get together to get a minyan, and it appears that this morning we were able to do it. But still, nonetheless, this whole idea, first of all, that a child, even he's a bacher, even he learns, that he's telling his parents, making the decision for them where they go on vacation, that's one part of it. But there's something even deeper. There's a well-known story. The Kosovo Rebbe, someone who I used to occasionally spend time in his presence as a bacher, and once I called him on the phone. It was a shayla. He was very accommodating, very helpful, because not only he was a Rebbe, but he was also a dayan. Rebbe Shraga Hager is a Hasidic, was a big tzaddik, very special person. So when it came to the shutdowns that the government made around COVID, whether it's applicable or not, we're not getting into the politics. There was one younger man came to Kosovo Rebbe and said, Rebbe, since my bar mitzvah, I did not miss going to the mikveh. Every day I've gone to the mikveh. I can't say that. Not even since I started going to the mikveh regularly. Many times it goes that I only am able to make it Friday, Erev Shabbos. We try Shabbos morning, what we can do. Try to go whenever we can. This one younger man, whatever he was, in his 30s or 40s, he said since his bar mitzvah he never missed going to the mikveh. How can you say and paskin that he shouldn't go to the mikveh during COVID? He has to go to the mikveh. Kosovo Rebbe told him that he was very colorful and he had a good command of the English language, as well as Yiddish, of course, and Lashon HaKodesh. He wrote beautiful Sfarim, which we try to learn here. We might get back to learning his Sfarim, Mirz Hashem, try to have to make some time. So Kosovo Rebbe's Chayim Levracha, he told this younger man, Judaism, Yiddishkeit, is not the Guinness Book of World Records. In our own community, we had a very choshev Rav who was nifter. Years ago, the Baba Rav Baba Rebbe, Hasidic Rebbe Shloima, used to come daven in our Beis Medrash. This was before my time. And he would come, he could very easily bring a minyan with him. I assume Erev Shabbos he went to an early minyan somewhere. Friday night, he had only a few gaboyim. I think maybe his son, the Rebbe now, Ben Sion, was with him. He would, when he come in the summer is different. But when he came off season, when we struggle as a minyan, Friday night he would daven b'chidus because it's too difficult to walk in the dark. He was very far away. I would say maybe 2 miles walking, maybe 3 miles, between 40 minutes to an hour walk. The Baba Rebbe would walk to daven in our Beis Medrash. And Friday night the Rebbe would daven b'chidus, and Shabbos Tzifri he would walk to our Beis Medrash and daven in our Beis Medrash, because he understood the halacha, not the laziness that people have now, that they make their own minyanim out of convenience, but what the halacha actually teaches. You know, my holy ancestor, Chavos Yor, he was the Rav in Koblenz, and when his father was nifter and they didn't renew his contract in Koblenz, his father and his Zeta, they were Rav in Worms. His father was nifter. He thought he'd be Mamal Malkum, just like his father was. His father, Moshe Shamshin, was Mamal Malkum for his father, Rabbi Shmuel, and he would be the third generation Worms Aruv. And he comes back home to where he grew up. He thought he'd be Ruv, and the Kehillah said no, they hired a different Ruv. And so Chavos Yor, he was the Gadol Ador. He didn't even really like the Rav that they hired, but he was machniah himself to him personally, publicly. And the whole world was sending him shaylas, and and he wrote the Chavos Yor and other Sfarim. He wrote many Sfarim. We don't have a lot of them still in Ksav Yad. But he wouldn't dare to think he's going to make his own minyan. He's going to make his own Beis Medrash. No. He was just like a Kurlingerman, sitting and learning, and he was there part of the Kehillah. And this that we have now, people out of laziness making minyanim in houses, big problem. And the other thing is this, that this bacher, because he's so makbet to daven the minyan, his own spiritual selfishness means that it would be quite likely that another 8 Eden wouldn't have a minyan. It looks like we will, Mirz Hashem. But for sure we would have, if not for his spiritual selfishness. He needs to know he's going to have a minyan for Mincha and Shabbos, and he's going to terrorize his parents and force them to go on vacation where he wants, not where they want, and also to the detriment of a Kehillah. Although on one hand he might not have an achrayis, the Kehillah, he's a visitor, but still, afal pichein, where's the musar? Where is the care for another Yid? Everything's only just about him, and not about what helps other people. The truth is that other people who make the other minyanim, they have the spirit of Korach, that they think they're doing a big mitzvah to go and make a separate minyan because certain people would not walk to shul because it's too far or whatever. It's not even so far, and other people walking from further, that doesn't matter. And because these people are lazy, the Baba V'Rav, so don't daven with a minyan. It's worse to daven with a minyan that's going to take away from another minyan than to daven b'yechidus. But people don't care. They do what feels good for them. They don't care what the halacha is. They do whatever they want. Baba V'Rav knew the halacha. He didn't make a minyan that would damage the Kehillah. Eibishter soll helfen, we should be able to overcome the spirit of Korach, and we should have Achdus, and not make a Gudus and make different minyanim, but have B'rov Am Hadras Melech, and be able to unite, and then have the Hadras Melech, that the Melech Mashiach should come, the schus of people coming, and not doing things whatever they want. And even one guy, he said, well, he asked a Shaila from a Gadol, and he said, our Rav wasn't a Gadol, he's not Das Torah, and you're not Das Torah. This rabbi who he asked is Das Torah. The Ramah doesn't say like that. The Ramah says no Gadol can override a local Mardasra. You know, when Satmar Rav Tzchusi Golenu, he made the girls' camp in Karhankson, and it was nowhere near the town shul in Karhankson. And the town shul in Karhankson, the Rav there was the Ingerman from Yeshiva University, was his first stellar, and Satmar Rav Tzchusi Golenu, Gadol Ador, he sent his Gabba, Rabbi Yosel Ashkenazi, to go ask Rishus, to ask permission from the Ingerman from Yeshiva University, who was the Rav in Karhankson, might have even been a Bacher, might not have been Ingerman, I don't know, Mistam was Ingerman, even as a Bacher, to ask permission, are we allowed to have a minyan in your town? He said, you're making chayzik for me? You're making fun of me? Satmar Rav is Satmar Rav. Why is he asking me? And Rabbi Yosel said, that's the halacha. You're the Mar Asra of the town. You're the chief rabbi of this town, even it's a little town. And in the whole town, nobody has the right to make a minyan without your rishus, even if it's not in walking distance. The same thing, Reb Moshe, Zechusig Aleinu, Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zechusig Aleinu, he came to Ellenville, not too far from Karhankson, the Zelbazach. He himself, he went and asked Rishus. There's a very choshev Rav there in Ellenville, and he asked permission. Is he allowed to make a minyan? Because you can't just do it. It's not hefker. And if the Gedolim, this is how they conducted themselves, for sure, Balabatim, have to do the same thing. That's what it means, people do whatever they want. It's not hefker. It's not hefker. All right. I don't usually like to say Musar, but it bothered me so much. This Bacher is telling his parents where they can go on vacation because he has to make his Yiddishkeit the Guinness Book of World Records. There was a Maisa by Reb Moshe that there was a mincha by a chasana, and the minyan had already finished, and there was one Bacher, he was still davening. Still 5 minutes after the minyan was over, and he was still davening and chuckling and with his eyes closed and shaking his fists. The Bacher, he was in the middle of Shemon Esrei, Reb Moshe tapped him on the shoulder, vergessen to do a bescheffer of the Welt. Don't forget there's a Bari Olam, don't forget there's a creator. In your devotion, your liturgy, maybe you're just thinking about yourself and how everyone's impressed by look how frum this Bacher is. He's davening longer than Reb Moshe. Not about Reb Moshe's covered, but about this Bacher had to learn a lesson. In your prayers and your davening, don't forget there's a B'nai Shalom. Don't forget there's a God. It's like the story that my Rebbe from high school, Rabbi Moshe Weinberger Shlita, always would tell from Barditchever, from the Heilige Barditchever, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak and Sor Sasha, the Barditchev's Chusig Lein and Klosel Main. Very famous story. The Barditchever, he called the whole town together, Anoshim Nashim V'taf, men, women, and children. They had to come to the Bismedrash because the Rav had a very important message to tell everybody. And the Rebbe said, Barditchever Rav said, when everyone was gathered, don't forget that there's a God. What do you mean? These are people who are all religious. They all prayed 3 times a day. They all kept kosher, Shabbos, Taras Mishpacha, mikveh, everything. Many of them were Hasidic Yidden. Vergesst nicht zu tun, beschäftigt auf der Welt. That's what, and so when you make a minyan in your house just out of convenience. I would say even the same thing, this guy who's taking the case to the Supreme Court in Ohio. There are plenty of shuls there in Cleveland. Why do you need a minyan in your house? It's one thing, there's someone out in the middle of nowhere and he's trying to do kiruv and he's the only show in town. But Cleveland, all the different neighborhoods, there's so many shuls. This guy needs to make a minyan in his house. Why? I'm not saying the legal part of it, I'm saying the halachic part of it. What is he doing? Why? Why can't you daven in shul? It's one thing somebody is disabled or something, and then you ask a shayla from a rav and something like that. But you do whatever you want. It's not hefker. Alright. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. What do you think? I wouldn't mind even having a nice vikuach about this in the comment section. Alright, God bless you. Take care.